Hello Aquarius, Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We're going to be doing your 2024 yearly tarot card reading. We're going to go over the year in terms of things that you may be leaving behind from 2023 or things you may be taking with you as well. Also, how your year may go, some big themes that you may experience, and also some big lessons you may be taking from the year as well, things to keep in mind of in terms of the bigger picture. Again, this is going to be a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what does not, and understand everything here is to empower you so you can make the proper choices to create the reality and situations that you want in your life. So let's talk about 2023, things you are leaving behind or bringing with you. Okay, first off, 10 of Wands, love seeing that. Basically, it's saying you're going to come into 2024 with a much lighter load on your shoulders. You know, less weight, less oppression, if that makes sense, you know, less heaviness. If you've taken a lot of responsibilities or had a lot on your plate in any type of way, even on your mind, as I'm going to touch upon that in a second, understand that all that's going to be lifted. You know, all that is going to be released. We got that 10 especially talking about the ending of a cycle. And as I said before, if there's anything mentally that was weighing on your mind, you know, we got the King of Swords here reversed. So if there was a person or a relationship situation that you had to leave behind that really just weighed heavily on your shoulders, you know, or took a lot of mental space in your head, you know, you're leaving that behind as well. You know, anything that really felt like, you know, if it was out of your control because you felt like maybe it had a really strong grasp on you, or you couldn't stop thinking about this person or situation, you know, it had a lot of power over you in a certain sense. I think you've come to peace with that, you know. And as I said, you know, 10s are a completion of a cycle, and now you're back to 0. I love it. You got the Fool. So as I said, you know, you have that picture of the 10 of Wands, someone who's so, you know, burdened by their load, and now you got the Fool, you know, just some completely light, moving forward in life, very open, you know, much different energy right there. So I think you're coming into 2024 with a fresh start for some of you, you know, a lot less on your mind and on your plate as well. So let's pull out some clarification cards and see what we got. Oh yeah. Okay, got it. Yes, okay. So with the Fool, another 10, we got the 10 of Swords. As I said, for some of you, you know, you're leaving this energy behind. Again, you're 10 talking about completing a cycle. As I said, if there's a person or situation that weighed heavily on your mind and caused you some pain, possibly, you know, you've let that go. You're letting that situation, person die, or even that sense of old self die, you know, and you're being transcended spiritually into this Fool energy where you can be someone new, where you can reinvent yourself, where you can start looking at all the different possibilities of life once more now that you've been released from that pain or that mental grasp for some of you. Again, big endings here, starting of something new. 10 of Wands, we got the World on top of that. So if this is something, as I said, for some of you that was been in the works for a very long time, you know, there's something here that's telling me it's ending. You know, all the mental anguish, all the oppressive weight that was put on your shoulders, all of it's finally ending and is coming into full circle. The cycle is finally completing itself. So here I can definitely see that for some of you, you know, big cycles ending, whether it be situations or people, one or the other. Finally, you're going to find self-healing. You know, this mental health right here from the King of Swords, or even if it was a person, you know, whatever it was, whatever situation it was, you know, getting rid of that and finding self-healing and love, finding self-care, you know, finding abundance and beauty in life again, as I said with that Fool card as well. So here it's telling me, you know, from all of that, you're going to find peace, you're going to find abundance, you're going to find love, you know, whether it's really self-love, honestly, talking about the Empress. I don't see any other real love cards here, but really self-love with that, you know? So I think you're coming into the year, obviously big cycles ending, and you're coming in with a fresh head, with a lot more love into your heart for yourself. So as we talk about things you may experience, again, 8 of Cups here in reversed. So here it's telling me, like, you know, you've been over it for a while in terms of whatever situation in the past that was not working out for you. You know, you may have to really leave certain situations that were emotionally unfulfilling, that were just close to being there, but they really weren't hitting on all levels, if that makes sense. So here in that Eight of Cups, it's saying, you know, that you're willing to, or that you will leave certain situations that just no longer serve you. You know, they served a purpose, absolutely, you know, but ultimately you're choosing yourself, you know, you're choosing what it is that is more meaningful to you for this year. You know, you're going to let go of things that are not in alignment with that, with your greater needs. We also got the Four of Swords here. So I have a feeling with some of you, you know, as these big processes are ending, I think for some of you, you're going to learn to find sanctuary and sleep and peace within your life once more. The Four of Swords really is talking about, you know, if you've ever felt exhausted mentally or physically, you know, when your body is really telling you like, I need time to heal. This comes right underneath that Empress energy. So I think this is a big opportunity for you to learn a lot about self-care, in terms about mental health, in terms of, you know, how to handle triggers, how to handle when the inner critic starts talking very loud in our mind before we're about to go to bed and we just want peace in our mind. Anything that keeps us up, all of that stuff. So really it's saying, you know, how to deal with those things. As I said, I mean, and this piggybacks off of that Eight of Cups, saying, you know, if there's any situation that affects your mental health and your emotional health, whatever it is, those are very much intertwined, you know. So leaving all those situations and really reconnecting with your peace and what it is that you're looking for in life that gives you the actual fulfillment and joy. I say that because we got the Knight of Wands here as well, right in the middle of your reading. So really it's telling me as you're leaving these situations and discovering your peace again, you're doing it as a sense of adventure. You know, you're going to be exploring, you're going to be discovering new things in life and about yourself as you go through the year. And these are the big things, a lot of mental and emotional health on the line right here. So as you explore with life, there's going to be a certain enthusiasm. There's going to be a certain vigor. I mean, you got that Fool card right there before, you know, so it's telling me, you know, you're going to heal mentally and emotionally from all these unfulfilling things and that things that really challenge or conflict against your peace. And by coming to terms with all of those things, it allows you the energy to really explore life and to be more playful, you know, to rediscover things, as I said before, and to really put yourself out there, take a few more risks, etc., and to just play, you know, to enjoy life, you know. Let's do some clarification cards. Love. Okay. Yep. Got it. Okay. So yeah, as I said, you know, Eight of Cups, you got the Hermit card, Major Arcana. So, you know, this person is leaving all of these fulfilling things that happened to them in the past, you know, and they're taking a journey alone. And what you got here is the Hermit card, you know, so it's really saying that you're choosing yourself. You know, there's a certain self-discovery process here that you're going to go through by doing this process of leaving these unfulfilling situations. And you're going to find and you're going to refine your truth. You know, that Hermit card, he's carrying that lantern and inside there is a star. That star is his truth. You know, his light that guides him through the dark times, you know. So using your truth, I think as you rediscover yourself and find out what is more in alignment with you, that lantern is going to shine brighter. You know, it's going to reveal the darkness and reveal paths and opportunities for you that you can finally take. Again, looking at that Knight of Wands right there. We got the, what was it? From the Four of Swords, we got the Two of Wands, you know. I think for some of you, as I said before, you know, finding that peace, and that peace will allow you to think about the possibilities of life. No longer will it be that inner critic thinking about criticisms or negativity. Rather, it's going for you to wonder and dream again. To look at life in terms of, I have the world on in my hands, in my grasp right now, and I'm now in a safe and peaceful spot in my life. I'm in a certain comfort zone, safety zone, where I can make these decisions and look at life not as something heavy to be feared, but rather a potential possibility for joy, fulfillment, whatever it is that you want to get out of life. You know, seeing this Wand card, you know, about fire and using your energy, it really, but then with the Wind card of Sword, you know, wind and fire, they help each other. You use wind to build that fire. So again, having that peace of mind allows you to fuel the fires of things that actually matter in your life. Now I love this. As I said before, that Knight of Wands energy, and now you got the Seven of Cups here. So here it's really talking about being playful with life once more. You know, as I said, you're going to have all of these choices, the Seven of Cups here, all of these choices of fulfillment. And looking at that Eight of Cups before, as I said, you're going to leave so many things behind, and now you're going to choose what it is that you truly want, and you're going to find it, and you're going to have to choose. So as I said before, making sure you have the clear, the clarity in your mind to make the proper decision. Also the peace in your heart, where it's not going to be based out of fear or wanting to limit yourself also. So here I really feel like, as I said before, making like a calculated risk, you know, that Fool card, being playful with life, choosing something that is in alignment with your most basic core self. You know, your inner child, if you will, your most pure self. So making a pure decision, you know. So here, I think by doing that, again, having that mental and emotional health will help make that clear in terms of what it is that you want, because you're going to have, looking at this, really the world at your fingertips, unlimited potential. So in terms of, let's see some things in terms of that you're going to learn. Here, the Queen of Pentacles, very much that Empress energy. So here it really is you're going to learn how to do that self-care, very much so. For some of you, it's going to be providing abundance for yourself on the financial realm or in health, having a good work-life balance, you know, being a provider, in terms of also just being nurturing to yourself, really. I mean, especially in the reverse, I think you're going to be able to provide that stability and that practicality in order for you to stand and be stable. We also got the Chariot. Love seeing this. So here, I mean, I have a feeling for some of you, you know, as you go from this process of wanting to explore life and to be playful, and when you make a choice, I think for some of you, it may be a choice where you can either move. You know, I see the World card as well, talking about travel. We also got the Chariot, talking about movement and travel. So there could be something here where you get the opportunity to really change your life, and by experiencing something new outside of your home. You know, so it'll give you the opportunity to relocate as well, but also it could just give you the right direction in terms of where you want to be heading in life, because that Chariot card goes in a straight line. You know, it doesn't veer off at all. So I think by being very clear about what you want, and then if you make that decision that is in proper alignment for you, it's just going to, you know, release the gates, if you will, you know, and just get you moving toward whatever that goal may be. We also got the Justice card here reversed. So here I have a feeling for some of you, you know, as those big things are ending, as I said, in terms of things you're leaving behind from 2023, this Justice card is talking about, you know, I think coming underneath that Four of Swords is talking about reflection in terms of, like, you know, the consequences for our actions, karma, etc. I think that's something, when you get that peace of mind, is something that you're going to be able to look at very objectively and less emotionally in terms of pain, but rather you're going to start looking at it as lessons and also wisdom from that knowledge and from those experiences. So here, that Justice card also talking about learning to be fair with yourself, you know, because sometimes things happen in our life that are traumatic and it causes pain when we think about it, you know, but it's asking us to be fair. You know, I think you're going to practice being fair with yourself, and as you go through that analysis and self-reflection. So that's kind of what I see in terms of big lessons you're going to learn with that. Let's do some clarification to see. Cool. Love that. Yep. Oh, love. Okay. Cool. So on top of that Chariot card, we got the Seven. You know, the Seven of Pentacles here. It's something telling me there could be maybe financial stuff for you in terms of where you want to move to, or where your goal is in terms of where you're heading. So there, it's really telling me like it's going to be the first step where you're going to start to see the fruits of your labor in a certain sense. You know, I think this, once you figure out where it is that you want to be heading, or what focus or direction you want to go to, and you go with it, this is going to be the first step in terms of you investing in yourself, investing your energies into where is most profitable and abundant for you, and you will start to see the fruition of it. You know, this person in the Seven of Pentacles, he's a farmer. He starts building his crops up, and he's like admiring and analyzing, you know, is this worth it? You know, is the work that I'm doing, am I getting the rewards from the work that I've done? And for some of you, you will see those rewards by taking a chance on yourself, taking a risk on yourself, you know, and you will see that maybe monetarily, but also maybe just in terms of how you feel. You know, it could increase your quality of life as well. Underneath that, what was it? The Queen of Pentacles, we got the Nine of Cups here. Love seeing this because it's telling me emotional abundance. You know, as I said, you're going to get this, you're going to be able to find stability, you know, and security within yourself. You will provide that. And from there, it will give you a lot of emotional fulfillment. You know, you will be able to have and to experience all of these different cups that are overflowing. You know, so there's a lot of emotional healing and emotional abundance available by doing that for yourself. As I said before, that Empress energy, very much that, you know, I feel like it's earth and water. It's the feminine and also the masculine, you know. So I see that very much so in terms of what you will be learning. And finally, you know, we see, as I said about that Justice card, we got the Moon, you know, that Moon. And as I said, what I talked about with Justice, you know, facing our karma, facing the consequences for our actions, you know, that is very much the Moon energy. You know, as we go through this path and we go through the darkness, very much like that Hermit too. As we go through that darkness, you know, sometimes it's a full moon. You know, we can see things a little bit clearer. But sometimes it's a new moon. The moon goes through many phases, and so do we as people. So as we go through that darkness, you know, we have to allow the light to shine so it can guide us. You know, as I said, you know, being fair with yourself, you know, it can be easy to look back to the past and just feel pain and say it's pain and take it out on ourselves or take accountability for things that we aren't responsible for. You know, there's certain things, of course, we are, but we're not responsible for everything. So really that Moon card is saying to allow your light to shine as you're going through that dark night of the soul, that shadow work process where you are relieving yourself of anything emotional or mental that causes you pain. You know, allow that light to guide you to the truth, you know, to the end, to the light of the end of that tunnel, if you will. So let's pull out some more cards and see some more bigger themes. Yeah. Yeah. Love seeing that. Okay. First of all, introspection. As I said before, what did I say with that Moon card and that Justice card? Also with those swords as well, the Four of Swords, you know, this is a time for you to really delve deep into your mental and emotional health and to heal a lot of that for some of you. I think some of you, you may actually be at that point where you're able to start playing with life like once more and to start taking chances and risks. But if you are still working on that, I think that is the point, you know, to relieve yourself of all that weight so you can move forward more freely like that Fool, and that you can just be more open to life again, you know, by going through this introspection. Perseverance, love seeing this here. So anyone having trouble letting go of the past or letting go of these big life changes, these big cycles ending or anything like that, persevere through them. The universe is saying you're strong enough. You know, I'm not throwing anything at you that you can't handle. You know, but we always go through storms in life. You know, sometimes we have to learn how to persevere through the storm, sit through the storm until it passes, whatever it is, until we see that rainbow, you know. So here it's saying, you know, to persevere through it. You know, there's going to be challenges, but it's not meant to break you. It's meant to mold you, if that makes sense. Action. Love seeing this because with that Fool card and that the Knight of Wands energy, it's really talking about, you know, take action. Once you are clear, once you have cleared yourself mentally and emotionally and you have a peace of mind once more, that's the time for you to really understand you have a clean slate. You know, you have stable ground now for you to take action, take risks, have more room for more opportunities that you want out of your life that are in alignment with what you want as well. Let's pull out a few more cards and see what we got. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Oh, got it. Okay. Loyal heart. So for some of you, you know, as I said, if you had to let go of certain relationships, understand that that's not the end. You know, there could be something here where you could have the potential for new love, but I think this is really talking about you, you know, being loyal to yourself first, especially if you're hurt by anything, any situation, not just love, you know, but if anything caused you pain, it's really just being loyal to yourself by saying, I need to heal myself first. I need to make sure I'm all right and to answer my emotional needs, because obviously other people can't do that right now. You know yourself best. You know, I think it's being loyal to your heart, you know, and I think you will find that and experience that from some of this healing that I've talked about before. I'm going to show these two together. Never-ending story. You know, you see one little pixie looking all dreadful, and then you got a new life. I think these two work hand in hand. You know, as I said before with that World card, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, you know, it may seem like this never-ending story, like, why me? This keeps on happening, all this pain, all these burdens, etc. But now it's really saying, you know, if the universe is saying persevere through it, because you're at the final steps, you know, you're at the finish line, if you will. Keep going through it, because there is new life awaiting for you. You know, it may seem like a never-ending story, a repeating cycle, but these cards are really saying these cycles are really going to end for you, and you will have a clean slate for you to live a new life and have better experiences, better memories to replace those things that caused you pain in the past. Finally, we have Soul Song. You know, I have a feeling there's something here, as I said, for whoever this resonates with, to go from that never-ending story where it may be very difficult to find joy in life, you know, where your soul, once you realize that you push through it and get through that breaking point, you know, and you realize to embrace life and to see the beauty of life once more, your soul is going to sing. It's going to start expressing itself. And I really think that's what I was talking about with that 4 of Swords, 8 of Cups. You know, by leaving those situations, it gives room for your soul to express itself. And by expressing itself, it's going to make clear about what it wants. And then you can get what you want, pretty much, you know. So hear that Soul Song. You know, it may seem kind of stifling right now for some of you, whoever this resonates with, in terms of 2023, if there's anything that may have held you back or like caused you pain. But understand, you know, once you release that, you know, you will hear your soul sing. You will hear the song that it has and saying to you what it is that it wants, what it wants to express out of itself, what it wants to experience, all of those things. So that's kind of what I see for you, Aquarius, here in terms of 2024. You know, big changes, a lot of cycles ending, and ultimately there's a new life awaiting for you. New opportunities, new abundance, and a lot of healing. So again, if this reading did resonate with you, don't forget to click that like button. Leave me a comment. I love reading comments from y'all. And don't forget to subscribe as well. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed this month. There was more people than I thought they would, so that was a nice surprise, and I very much appreciate it. But that's all I got for you right now. I will have more for you later. I want to wish you a great start to your year of 2024. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you again for watching. Goodbye.